matter. Because you care about these niggas, you got to choose your words wisely.
Nah, I mean, I don't know anybody. I'm
That's
just
what I'm
saying,
saying.
like,
Fuck these niggas.
They go to say, you think you're hard, anybody kind of lifestyle, whatever, like, you never snitch, but when they start throwing that time at you and you realize, like,
every nigga be snitch. Even the mafia was snitching.
Turn around and snitch, bro. That's what I'm saying. Anybody does that shit, bro.
So
that shit just really is.
So you a snitch?
So I'll snitch. I never snitched.
But yeah, you ain't presented with the opportunity.
Yeah, there you go. I don't have no one to snitch on.
So you wouldn't do it? I
mean, for who? There's no. I would think I'd be the one getting snitched on. That's how it usually happens. I'm the one getting snitched on.
Yeah, you're usually the black sheep.
I'm the one getting snitched on, bro. So,
yeah, you're definitely usually the black sheep there, buddy.
Yeah, so.
If I'm in it, I'm not finna snitch on nobody else that was in it to do my time, ever. But, nigga, if you talking about some shit that, like, let's say if I'm gonna, y'all did what? Y'all did what, nigga? Nigga, ain't had nothing to do with that, buddy. I ain't even know that shit was going on. Yeah. Fuck you mean? I ain't even know that shit was going on.
This dude's like $1 million, rapper and shit. And like,
everybody $1 million rapper.
I know that, well, you know what I mean, but multi-million, whatever. But I'm saying he got a career to look out for, and like, he didn't really do shit, so, and they gave him that whatever, had to say yes ma'am to the judge and shit to get out of jail. He did that.
So he a snitch.
So he snitched. Yeah, that's what he did. He had to.
Yeah, he had to wholeheartedly snitch
to get out. And they're trying to spin it that he didn't snitch. His lawyer's trying to spin it.
Nah, your ass snitched. They got it on
video, literally saying yes, ma'am. So you're
once you made your statement fact, evidential fact
noted.
That it's a gang. Yeah, that's all they need.
That's it. Yeah,
that makes it worse on everybody else. Point blank. Period. No matter how you want to spin it and look at it. And so if we gonna move the goalposts back, nigga, like. Fuck all this shit. Which I've been saying fuck all this shit from the get-go, nigga. Like gangs and all that bullshit. My thing is, why do people that just listen to the music think that they're in the game and can't snitch? You're a fucking civilian. You buy the fucking albums. You stream the fucking albums and shit. Why do you don't snitch? You're not in the game? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. That's what's ruining our community, bro. That shit is what's ruining our community. And why fucking white people don't trust us? Like, nigga, y'all will willingly let murderers go free in your own fucking community and say free them, hashtag free them, and you expect me to trust you? Come on, bro. That shit don't make no type of goddamn sense. Like I get it to a certain degree. Like back when, in the 80s and 90s when nigga had to sell drugs to get, that was, what gangs was about. You get on, you can make some, you put you on the package and yada, yada, yada. You can bring some money back to your family. Yeah. You pay gang dues. Drastic to the day he died. Paid dues to the folks, nigga. Whether he showed up to the meetings every year or not, that nigga paid his dues every year, bro. Him and Naisha. Naisha will tell you. Like, GD's the last, organized gang, bro. Like, they're the last organized gang. If you try to come to the picnic, nigga, and your name not in the book, they finna call somebody. And if you got a tattoo that you ain't supposed to have, that's a GD tattoo, they finna take you right then and there to go get that shit covered up. Yeah. Like, that type of shit.
What's DJ Academics talking about?
He talking about the goddamn plea. That's what I'm the goddamn snitching, bro.
See, I know Gunner. I say his blood brother snitched on him too.
His brother in it?
Yeah, it's like Foop or something like that.
In the same case?
In the same case, yeah, his brother just got out on a plea deal for 10 years. He got 10 years probation, but he did the same shit Gunner did. Say why sells a gang and shit.
All right, let's see.
It's basically filled with the most disloyal niggas in history, okay? At least in...
Where is the sound? It's on the stream, but it's not on here. Because I cut the speaker off. Smitty. I cut the speaker off. Gosh. Don't you know anything about technology? If you cut the speaker off, you're not going to be able to hear it. Gosh. It's fucking elementary.
Treyway, there was 169. Look like everybody is a version of 6ix9ine up in Wistel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's copping out pleas, and I know what you want to say. No, Thug is telling them to cop the plea. Like, okay. You, in your mind, could believe that Young Thug is telling these dudes to cop a plea to eventually tell on him at trial? Because if you don't know what's happening, right, let me explain what all these pleas are. You got to go to court, formally quit the gang, admit it's a gang, tell them you know some crimes that other people in the gang did, and basically say you're down to go tell on Young Thug if you get released today. After you sign that and you yes ma'am him to death, they say, go ahead, bro, we see you at trial. Now, they've let a lot of people out like that. A lot of people out, okay? Now, some people are saying, nah, we got to see who Thugger sanctioned it for and who. Come on now. Use your brain. Anyway, we saw something very surprising today, okay? For the first time, the very first time, YSL ain't doing too much telling today. Just only today. They might start back tomorrow. Anyway, two individuals are choosing to actually live what the songs that they were making as a gang were saying. They're down to take it to trial. Now, one of their names is Tanquarius Mender, a.k.a. Nard, and the other one name is Durante Beebe. They actually shocked the judge today when they declined their plea offer that would have allowed them to walk out of jail today. They would have walked scotch-free. All they had to do, quit the gang, admit it's a gang, admit they seen a bunch of stuff with shootings and this and third, admit that Young Thug been calling all the shots, and then show up whenever Young Thug comes back to trial and snitch on him. That's all they had to do. Basically, they said, we're going to just take this to trial. Now, here's the thing. These guys are facing the most time out of any of the other guys who took pleas before them. And if you don't know, the later we get in this process of them offering pleas, these are the more serious offenders. But they really only want Thug. These guys, apparently one of them, he's actually facing the Tanquarius Mender dude. He's facing 50 years if he's fully convicted. By the way, the judge warned him, hey, listen, think about your future. You can walk out of jail today. If you don't walk out of jail today, and we're going to have to go to a trial, if you get found guilty, I got to give you the max. Apparently, there's no discretion is going to be at that point because there's some type of like a law or something or sentencing guideline that says if the prosecutor offers this tell on this guy plea and you get out today, if you don't take that, they got to give you the max. So these boys are potentially going to be facing the max, okay? Now, this is where street codes comes into a hand, okay? Now, I would love to hear the streets explain why some people went home early. Okay, they had a half a day in jail. And then these niggas have signed up for basically summer school in jail. Okay? And then also, these other dudes said they didn't admit nothing about no type of crime or they're not even admitting their own guilt. But these guys are going to be facing 50 years. I would love to hear the streets use some mental gymnastics to explain that one, okay? But in reality, man, we just got to think about this, okay? We get to realize keeping it real and holding it down don't sound too attractive when you're in court. Even though the guys, they actually did turn the plea down. By the way, the judge gave them a break. Y'all go think about it real quick. It's a lot of time. You could see, they weren't arrogant and posturing in court. They were nervous as hell. If you look at their face, they sweating. That's a lot of time. All that street code stuff goes out the window. Granted, these guys are going by the street codes, but to be honest, look like they're going to get the raw end of the deal. You know the sweet end of the deal would be? Denounce the gang, admit you was in a gang, admit you know that other dudes are doing crime in the gang, and basically promise to snitch on Thug. That's everybody's deal. But they actually turned it down. We're going to see how this turns out, man. It's the real versus, I don't even want to call it fake because to keep it real, y'all still say the real dudes took the pleas as well. So who knows, okay? Would you have taken a plea? Keep in mind, everybody else took a plea. Would you have taken a plea? Or you're going to put 50 years of your life in hanging in the balance. But here's the thing, though. What they can't call you is a snitch. What they ain't going to say about you is that you wasn't real.
That poor man.
Poor man. You live a rich man's life. Smitty, is it worth it? Like, bro, my thing, Smitty, like, this is what I be trying to get a lot of niggas to understand. Even yourself, at times, you're not the most egregious there's far more egregious examples. But when the nigga is not rapping that good, recognize that it's just the beat that's propelling him, and stop giving him credit for going hard on some shit. That's what lets niggas go in the studio and not fucking try, and just be fucking garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do niggas just talk about guns and all this shit here? Because they have no creativity. That's all there is. That shit gonna go hard every time. And trust me, I like it too. I'm jamming Big X to Plug. I only love him because I haven't got tired of it yet. After 6-7 months of me jamming this nigga, and he still his flow going I'm like, man, this nigga rap the same verse every single time. Eventually, I'm gonna get tired of him because he's not challenging himself. And if your fans don't challenge you, you're not gonna challenge yourself either. And we in the era right now where there's no A&Rs no more, bro. Like, there's no people that went out and find Kanye's and people that are gonna take chances in music and see if this is gonna go and put some money behind this where there's no statistics. They only put money behind the statistics.
Right.
Bad Baby, Cash Me Outside, she can be blowing up on Dr. Phil and decide she want an album, and she gonna get an album, but they gonna put money behind that because there's statistics there. Yeah. She's got such and such million followers on Instagram. We're gonna get at least 50% of them to buy the album. Yeah. Such and such, right? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that right there alone lets you know that all the music and all the mainstream, everything is gonna be watered down because nobody's trying to find anything unique. They're only trying to find what makes money. That waters the game down from the get-go. You remember in the 2000s when it was hard, only people that was making music was truly invested and loved music for the most part. Now it's like a hype, you know what I mean? It's a hustle now. Everybody can do it. Everybody want to rap. You know what I mean? But you're not meant for rap, bro. You meant to be a customer, bro. You just need to go, just go jam some shit. Yeah. You're not supposed to be in the studio. Yeah. You don't know anybody that can help you with this shit. You just a really big fan of something. And it doesn't mean you can just go, or, yeah, we can, but it doesn't mean you should. Just go do, you know what I mean? Like, that's where we fucked off in the game right now. And that very same thing, if you want to scale that very same concept up, it comes to a Donald Trump who can build up his fan base to a certain point to where he can run for president with zero credentials in the field.
Yeah, and he did that.
It's the very same thing. So that's the downfall of our society when it comes to communication. And I hate for people to just blame it on social media because this is inevitable. It's our responsibility to figure this shit out. Nobody in humanity's existence has had the ability to speak across worlds, across nations like we can in the instant. You know why why the cancel culture is so vivid, and such a roaring thing now? Yeah. Because think about when there was a sitcom that you disagreed with back in 1998. Nigga, you had to write a letter and mail that shit in and wait for somebody to read that hoe. You couldn't just make a Twitter post. You know what I'm saying?
You just post about
you get the backlash like this now. That's the difference. Plus the effort. Like, you gotta really be fucking pissed off at an episode to write a letter and send it in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But to just jump, nigga, I can jump on right now and there's a video about it and I can say with my piece about this shit right now. Yeah. I think the number one thing in the future, I'm going to say this right here on Music TV, I think the number one thing in the future is because, and I know this because I can't live without it if I can have the option to do it. Is to comment on whatever it is I'm watching. Whatever episode it is I'm watching, I need a comment thread under it. No matter what. And I'm with Joe Rogan when Joe Rogan says if you're, a star or whatever, don't read the comments. It'll get too much in your head, you know what I'm saying? If you're a creator anyways, I 100% agree with him. shit for most people. But I think on every single TV show, you should be able to comment and some, like even in live time, like and comment. That's gonna be the future. Like eventually, we're gonna be able to comment and get. There's even an app that I use where like once the episode go out, like it lets you know when the next episode is coming out and shit like that. And once it comes out, you can put emojis, you can put gifs, pictures, and whatever you want to describe the episode and talk to other people about the episode and how you feel about it and everything. And it's like a whole community of people that love that same show that you like. And it's just a weird little app, like a random ass fucking app, but you can find a whole ass community. And like I find myself like satiated socially, like I'm satisfied, like more so than I would be just watching it with one of my friends. Like I like that shit too. Like I don't really like to rewatch shit, but if Smitty ain't watched The Wire, oh nigga, let's watch The Wire. You know what I'm saying? That's how I had that nigga McGill.
That's me too.
That's how I had that nigga McGill every weekend, nigga. We finna watch the fucking Wire.
That's how I was. That's why I was trying to get you to watch that Knives Out because I was like, oh, bro, you need to watch this. Cause I know.
Well, if you want to watch it together, we got a plan. You know what I'm saying? We can do that for sure. If you want to watch it together, but I'm gonna watch it on my own eventually. Trust me. Like I said, I'm not gonna. I don't want to piece it like and have to go to sleep in between. You know, I want to watch that whole in the straight shoot type shit. Nigga, I really didn't want to go to work again. I was just gonna forego my last 10 hours. But I'll probably go into work tomorrow and get my 40.
I don't gotta work tomorrow. I'm gonna go back to Cleveland.
Go to that good old land.
Yeah, the land. We'll post up.
We out chill.
Save
All the
some
way
bread.
100.
Yeah, go on, let me cash in that last one too while you out there.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, let me go and cash that in, my boy.
Throw me a cheese on that. I don't see what that.
Hey man, that cheese is the